Hey guys, back again for another video. This time it's going to be a movie review. I just saw Avengers Endgame yesterday. This is going to be a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this. Turn it off right now and come back later and watch it. But yeah, I'm not going to make a non-spoiler review. There's really no point because everyone's going to see this movie anyway. It's already grossed over $1 billion, I think. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the plot, writing, cinematography, acting, and pace of this movie. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The plot is, after I came out of this movie, I thought the plot was kind of predictable. If you've watched enough of these Marvel movies, but it didn't really hurt the movie because you're so invested in these characters and the end of a lot of character arcs in this movie. The idea of killing Thanos immediately, I was not expecting that at all. It didn't hurt the movie, it kind of made it where Thanos at the end didn't have the memories of Infinity War. So, I don't know, it just kind of took a little bit away, but it was still him. So, sorry, my dog is acting crazy. But, yeah, that was pretty much the plot of this movie is use Pym's device to go back in time, get the Infinity Stones, and just undo what Thanos did. And then, kind of conveniently, Thanos shows up at the last second through the time machine for that epic battle. But I just thought there were a lot of convenient things. The rat walking over the device to send Lang back. And then, yeah, them coming through that time device at the end. But it all, I don't know, everything delivered as soon as it was given. But the way it was given was strange. But let's go and get into the writing. This movie, there's just the right amount of humor in this movie. They never sacrifice a serious moment to make a joke. A good example of this is Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which continuously did that throughout the whole movie and ruined what could have been a really good sequel. But yeah, the writing's on point as usual. Let's see, cinematography, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The one shot that stands out to me is at the end when it is Captain America, injured Captain America, just looking upon this huge army of Thanos, and there's a very wide shot of him on the left side of the frame and the entire army on the right, and it's just before all of the dead Avengers come back, and it is just gorgeous. That whole battle, the way it's shot, and the way it's the lighting of it is that like dark kind of blue, but yeah, very, very, very good looking movie. The acting, I mean, what can you say? It's Robert Downey Jr., it's Chris Evans. Robert Downey Jr.'s last time playing Iron Man, so you know he's going to just knock the ball out of the park, which he does. His death scene, very emotional. For me, the more emotional part of his story in this movie is when he finally, he talks to his dad. He gets to spend a good amount of time talking to his dad. He gets to tell him that he has a daughter. That part to me was, especially looking back on it now that he's dead, that was very nice for that character to have that moment with his father and understand that he always loved him. But let's see, who else? Obviously Chris Evans, just as good as always, never missed a beat. Scarlett Johansson is my favorite portrayal of Black Widow in these movies. Immediately you see her at the headquarters. Her hair's grown out to the point where I guess she just doesn't care to dye it anymore. Because I think she's a natural redhead in these movies. But she does such a good job of doing what everyone else is doing, which is just being miserable the first act of this movie. And I think Scarlett Johansson is a good actor. It's just that her character never is given a lot of excuse me, chances to really have those moments. But I thought she killed it in this movie. Pardon the pun. Jumping into the pace of this movie, coming out of this movie, I couldn't believe it was 3 hours. It zoomed by. It was the quickest 3 hours I've ever spent in a movie theater. I've watched Braveheart. That movie's very good, but you can still tell that movie's 3 hours. I think it's 3 hours, but it's pretty close. This movie, yeah, zooms by. You basically have the first half, or the first act, just everyone being miserable and trying to get over their failure. Second act is the very fun time travel aspect, that time heist. And that includes probably one of my favorite parts of the movie, if not my favorite, is Captain America fighting Captain America. It was so Saturday morning cartoon, but in every great way. There seems to always be this little comic book trope where the hero always ends up fighting a version of himself somehow. And to see that play out in this epic movie, and it looked so Saturday morning cartoon with them fighting on that bridge, but it was really great. Love the joke about America's ass. That's hilarious. But yeah, the movie just moves from there. The heist movie ends, and then you have this huge battle, which, like I said, is all because, conveniently enough, Thanos is able to time travel just in time to get there before they all shut it down. But you know, you get to this point, and it's a lot of fan service. Heroes are coming back. You're not sure how they know where to go or how Doctor Strange rallied them all up. But in that moment, you don't care. You kind of just have to turn your brain off and just accept what they're giving you, which is greatness. But yeah, that's the last category. I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. The only problems I have with it are just, I think there are small plot holes. The rat running over the computer. And I'm sure the more, I've only seen this movie one time, but I'm sure the more I watch this movie, there might be a little more things like that. But yeah, this movie's great. Absolutely. I don't know why you would watch this video if you haven't seen the movie already, but go see it. But yeah, 9 out of 10, Avengers Endgame. That's my review. So please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a good one.